Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Couple quick points of clarification. Number one, I'm trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, I'll put a link down below in the description area to a totally free 4-part series that'll give you a good foundation to which you can build from, and a little bit of more, maybe hint to get you interested, especially as a stock or options trader, if you are annoyed by the pattern day trading rule. There is no PDT rule within the world of futures. And then second, I'm trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which prop firm am I using? All that I'll put in a link down below, or you can see the link right on your screen there. And make sure you do use that link because that will give you a discount. The prop firm that I use is running promotions, and in order to ensure you get the current and best promotion, make sure you use that link there. So, and the market's been open for a few minutes. You can see here all of a sudden, look at this. Started rough and now just straight up. Wow. Quite the move here. In there and out for a very quick $60. Just wanted to take the scalp of the momentum. So if you blinked, you missed it, but there we go. Good start to the day. Yeah, that was a borderline chase, but that's why I made it very aggressive. Thought I could get a little bit of the slice more of that momentum, and in my defense, I was right. But yeah, there was a little bit of a chasing component to that, but I'd like to think that I factor that into the decision-making process via how I played it. But all right, starting off with the quick $60. And wow, now it's coming all the way back down. So if you're someone that's looking for volatility, here you go. Futures certainly can offer you some volatility. All right, I will pause the screen recording software and let's see if I can... Oh, am I about to get short here now? What a wild start. I'm going to let this thing try to chill out a little bit more. All right, I'll pause. Okay, I'm in order to try to scalp a short here. In. And out there. So that was one a little bit bigger on that one. So now I am up 240. So made 180 on that one. And it is 9:35. So 5 minutes with commissions right around what, 220-ish probably. So 5 minutes, $220-ish. I'm not a greedy savage. That's kind of crazy when you stop and think about it. I would never go up to somebody making $50 an hour and be like, you know, I made $220 in 5 minutes. I'm not very happy about it. They'd think you're the most deranged, detached, greedy savage ever. So I don't say any of this to brag. I do say it though, and I know you longer time viewers probably get sick of me saying this, but it's so important. I don't say any of this, like I said, to brag. I say it to build context because it's easy to get lost in the world of social media and see massive numbers. And for those people pulling those massive numbers, fantastic. Good job to them. I'm happy for them. They're crushing it. That's awesome. But it does also have a way of kind of rewiring your brain to look at your results and be like, wow, I'm not doing very well, or I'm not that good of a trader. And it's like, again, even if you're just up $100, you know, $100 in 5 minutes, you would never go up to somebody making, you know, $50 an hour and complain about making $100 in 5 minutes. So just keep perspective. Keep perspective. All right, I will pause. All right, looking to potentially build a position down here. Let's go right there. So if I'm right, I'm not going to make a bunch, but it's more a question of, am I going to be able to build bigger size? But if it does want to, you know, go in my favor a bit, then I'll gladly take the profit. But if it fills me and then goes in my favor, and you know, right away, it's just not going to be a lot of profit. But you know, I'm not going to turn down the profit. But the goal would be to build bigger. A little bit more. All right, I'll pause. All right, and as it bounces, I'm going to go ahead and just cancel that order out as, yeah, I mean, I was right in the sense of it would want to bounce, but I was wrong in the sense of where it would want to bounce. Wow, and now look at this. Alrighty then. All right, I'll pause. I'm going to go ahead and get short there, just 5 micros. If it wants to make a move down. Can always re-enter that. All right. Oh, you bonehead. Yeah. I kind of spooked myself out of that one. I came up with a situation in my mind where I saw a move down. I'm like, all right, that's it. That's it. And then it wasn't it. It came up just slightly. I'm like, okay, that wasn't it. I'm out. And then, you saw it. Like 2 seconds later, the move happened. That's, I don't want to speak for everybody. Whoa. Not that I'd still be holding. You saw where my target was, that green line. But that's something that I still, struggle with is I come up with these unrealistic expectations. Like, all right, it's got to be that move. And then the move happens and it's like, okay, well, I didn't get it. And it's like, well, why don't you give it another second or 2 seconds? But so, yeah, that one was just me coming up with some sort of, no, I will. It's a fine balancing act. I mean, there are some situations where like it's got to go and it's got to go now. And if it doesn't go now, I want out. With that being said, that was not one of those situations. Well, I mean, that makes me feel good in the sense of, I read the situation correctly. I moved my profit target down. But then, yeah. All right, I'll pause. All right, have an order at that green line there. I'm in. And out there. So I wanted more than 5. It gave me 5. So that was just a quick $30, but I can always start the process over again. So let's see if this wants to push down some more. And like I said, I can a little bit more. Come on, there we go. In. Okay, out there for turned out to be $60. So again, I can always start the process over again. Let's watch it here. If it wants to push down some more. I'm not going short here because that feels like a total chase. Let's see, some more. Okay, in. See what it wants to do. All right, so out there for a little bit more of a gain. But this, maybe I'm wrong, and I'll show my thoughts, but the instincts, this seems like it's just picking up momentum, and it might want to get, nope, wrong, as it went right back up. So either way, though, still green. And I don't know. Now I can't tell. Are my instincts on for the day or aren't they? I don't know. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section at this point. Does it seem like they're on or not? There it goes. It's coming back down. But again, it's 9:54. So 24 minutes. I'm up. Let's see. That'd be 304 to 367 with commissions. Let's just, I don't know, like $340. So $340 in less than 30 minutes. It's hard to find anything to complain about there, but we'll see if I can get another trade. I'll pause. Well, I have just been sitting here watching, not touching. So yeah, my instincts were ultimately right about how this thing felt like it was getting more downside pressure. With that being said, let's keep things real too. It's not like my instincts were strong enough for me to put any money, on the line. So, I'm not trying to be some armchair hindsight quarterback. Yeah, I did see it seemed like it wanted to come down more, but clearly I didn't have any sort of super confident um, motives in that. Now, my only super confident motive in that was I was done buying. So that was the only form. But as far as like, okay, so get short, yeah, it just even now, like, where do you get short in this thing? I mean, in hindsight, sure, wait for the bounce and get short there. Okay, yeah, that's totally hindsight. But I mean, this thing, look at this one red candle after another. So, and plus, like I said, I've made good money, so there's really no need to press any matters or anything like that. But yeah, anybody that was buying the dip and got undisciplined, they are toast. Hopefully, they're just using a prop firm, so it's only their prop firm that's toast. Which is a nice thing about prop firms is you can only lose the amount that it costs you to purchase the account. Whereas if futures traders are using their own money and they got greedy or they got undisciplined or whatever, I mean they've lost thousands of dollars of their own money. So again, this is a good example of the power of prop firms. Again, assuming the worst case scenario and you just lost your mind, you would have technically quote unquote blown up the prop firm account, but that would have just cost you the cost of the account. So in fact, let me just show you what I mean right now. So for example, if you wanted to have $50,000 of purchasing power, assuming you use that code on the screen because that'll give you the 50% off, it would have cost you $85. So you're allowed to lose up to $2,000 before they take the account away from you. So on that move, like I said, which is more than realistic to have lost $2,000 on that move. But if that would have happened, did you lose $2,000 from your bank account? You did not. The only amount you lost from your bank account was what it cost you to purchase the account, which was $85. So that's why I think prop firms are very worthwhile, especially if you're a beginner just figuring things out, because all beginners are going to do dumb things. I still do dumb things. So it's kind of like almost a foolproof risk protection built in. Is just again, I think the numbers speak for themselves. I'd rather take an $85 loss compared to a $2,000 loss. But yeah, wow, this thing just straight down. All right, I have one micro, but this is such volatile action right now that you could still make quite a you can make a respectable amount if this thing were to roll back over. See if we can get some push to the downside here. Oh, it doesn't want to budge, huh? Come on. Goodness. Oh, no, no, no. I didn't mind. I don't want the gray button. I had two. I wanted to just take off one. because I don't like this. This feels very strong right now, so I wanted to at least take off one. I added another one to bring up 2, and there we go. Yes, so that accident might have worked out for the better anyways, but I didn't mean to take out both, which is what that gray button does. That exits everything out. So that was a oops that worked in my favor. Because, yeah, things, like I said, earlier, you know, and this is where hindsight bias comes into play. Had the thing rolled over, I'd probably be sitting here. But right now, yeah, I mean, and I'm glad you witnessed it. You were like, come on, come down. Like, if there's some sort of downwards pressure here, you come on down. And it came down, but it just wouldn't come down anymore. It came down, wouldn't come down anymore. And that's where I was like, all right, I'm out. And then sure enough, here it keeps on going. So now we have ourselves quite the bounce. And this is pretty wild action. So I think I am just going to go ahead and call it good. Take my, whatever that is, with commissions, $350-ish, give or take, and be happy with it. It's almost going to be 10-15. So 45 minutes in, $340-ish, $50-ish. I'm more than happy with that. Before I go, though, just want to personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I'm offering. So if you've been enjoying, you've seen, you want to learn more about the tool, how it can and should be used to build consistency and manage risk, then definitely get signed up and just ensure that you have the right framework. A lot of people show up and they think they're going about things the right way. They think they're using tools and viewing tools the right way, and their intentions are good, but they just don't know any better. So they're actually off in some of their logic and thought process. So that's what I want to make sure with this class, to make sure that you're approaching and positioned in the market to go and take your best step forward. So it'll be a lot here. I'm confident it'll definitely add some value to you and your understanding of trading. So definitely get signed up for it. Again, go to claytrader.com/live or just check the link in the description area, and that will tell you when the next live class is. So thanks for hanging out. As always, if you appreciate these live trade videos, hit that like button. And if you're looking for a super easy and free way to support the channel, hitting that subscribe button really does help out. So thanks for watching. Take care.